Hello, Zuko here. If you don't know, my name is Jess, but I go by Zimmy on the internet because one time I was 15. So, today it is time for a book haul. It's been a second. Not really. I filmed a book haul in the summer and posted it in September. So for you guys it hasn't been that long, but it's been a while for me. I have some books to haul. I think there are just under 30, somewhere in the late 20s. So let's just jump right into it. First book I have here is The Witch Boy by Molly Ostertag. This is the first graphic novel in a series, I believe about a boy witch. Unclear. I haven't read this yet. I want to. I have liked some of the stuff that Molly Ostertag has done in the past. So when I saw this at my local used bookstore, I snagged it right away, because of course I did. Next, I couldn't help myself and I bought the box set of the collector's editions of the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. I have read the first one, I have read part of the second one, and I want to reread all of these. Probably this month in November, because I don't know, I want to actually finish the series, but I feel like it took a long time to read this one, and then I ended up taking so long to read this one that my library book got returned. So I want to actually get through these this year before the end of the year. So I have these. I'm going to put these right here where they're supposed to be. Then I have Before We Disappear by Shaun Hutchinson. This is the first Shaun Hutchinson book I have read. I believe he wrote We Are the Ants, and I've heard nothing but good things about it, but I never picked it up. This cover is very pretty. I like the whimsical vibe. I think this is a middle grade or slightly like younger YA. And this is about, let me find out. Jack Nevin's clever trickery and moral flexibility make him the perfect assistant to the Enchantress, one of the most well-known stage magicians in turn of the 19th century Europe. With Jack's steady supply of stolen tricks, the Enchantress's fame would have burned out by now. So I think this is about a magician's assistant slash thief and an actual magician, and I think they fall in love. I don't know. I'm just here for queer books, so I picked this one up. Then I have Strange Grace by Tessa Gratton. My friend recommended this to me. The book is so shiny. I don't really know what it's about. I think it's queer, or maybe has like a poly couple, which is queer, I'm pretty sure. I think this is a magical book. I don't know if it's like fantasy or magical realism or what. It's very shiny. I want to read this soon because, I mean, a friend recommended it to me, so I want to get to it, but I haven't yet, but I'm pretty sure it's queer. Next, I got the UK edition of Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. This is a like historical mystery kind of horror-y thriller book. This is an adult book. It follows dual perspectives of two girls like 100 years ago at a boarding school, all girls boarding school, where they were obsessed with this author, and I don't even completely remember. I know I was like kind of lost when I first read this book, which is why I picked it up, because I wanted to actually read it again. It also follows present day, three girls who are making a movie based around the story of the girls from 100 years ago. It's queer. It involves some like multiple partner relationships, and it was a fun book, so I wanted to pick it up, especially when it came in yellow. I love yellow books and I don't have enough. Then I have Azheek the Rising by Naomi King. This is a high fantasy book set in a world where people have like elemental magic. Naomi King is a YouTuber here. I've been waiting for this book forever and I'm so excited that it's out. I was actually supposed to beta read it, and then I got a puppy and my life has just been a mess this year, so I didn't get a chance to read this before it came out, even though I could have, and I'm a disappointment. But I have this and I'm really excited to get to it when I can. I also haven't been in a big like high fantasy mood, so when I get there. I know this is dark and has probably a lot of things that should be trigger warnings, but I don't know what those are. But yeah. Next I have The Wild Ones, a novel by Nafiza Azad, I believe. I think this is about girls who have kind of had bad things happen to them, taking back their power and getting magic after a boy throws stardust at one of them. And he is in trouble, so these girls have to band together to save him. I might be making all of this up, I don't remember. But this cover is so pretty, and I think this is queer. I assume that most of the books I pick up are queer, but I'm going to tell you anyway, just in case. I'm really excited to read this book. But as it is right now, it's October. It's the beginning of October as I'm filming this. And it's just not the right time to read this book, because I have a lot of spooky reads. Then I have Dark and Shallow Lies by Ginny Sain. I don't know what this one's about either. I'm shocked. It's one of those small town mystery novels where a girl's best friend goes missing. I don't remember if this is queer. Do we think this is queer? Oh, wait, there's a childhood crush. Unclear what the gender of the childhood crush is. I'm gonna assume this is queer. Then I have A Gift for a Ghost by Bora Gonzalez. I don't know what this is about. It's a graphic novel. Is it pretty? I picked this up on a whim. Two parallel stories reflect and intertwine in a tale of youthful dreams and desires. In 1856, Teresa, a young aristocrat, is more interested in writing avant-garde horror poetry than making a suitable marriage. In 2016, three teenage girls, Gloria, Laura, and Christina, want to start a punk band called the Black Holes. They have everything they need: attitude, looks, instinct, and an alarming lack of musical talent. They've barely started rehearsing when strange things begin to happen. As their world and Teresa's intersect, they are hunted by the echo of something that happened 160 years ago. So that's what this is about. Maybe I should read this in October. I just might. Then I have Ghostwood Song by Erica Waters. This is the author of The River Has Teeth. I think this is a weird magical realism book about a girl with a magical fiddle. And I think this is also queer. I don't know. They're all like secrets books, right? Like most YA mysteries are like, oh, in this small town, someone's missing and someone has a secret. But yeah, I like the cover of this, so I picked it up. Then I have Under the Whispering Door by TJ Cloon. Oh god, the sticker is just a sticker. I simply do not want a sticker on my books. This is another standalone by TJ Cloon. They wrote The House on the Cerulean Sea, which ended up being kind of a problematic novel because it was based off of residential schools. And the ending of the novel is not that all of these children get to go back to their families. And that's just like really iffy. But I really liked the writing in that one, and I'm willing to hope that maybe TJ Cloon can grow from that experience and not take horrific events and try and make them cutesy and lovely, but no kids go back home, you know? So I picked this up because I did like the writing style, so I'm hoping I enjoy this. Then I have Beast Boy Loves Raven by Cami Garcia and Gabriel Piccolo. This is a follow-up to some Beast Boy and Raven comics that they have done. Gabriel has been making really cute, like, Teen Titans fan art for a long time, and I just like their artwork. I follow them on Instagram, so whenever they have a new book out, I pick it up. Haven't read any of them yet, but I do want to. Then I have Major Detours by Zachary Sergi? Someone. I think this is a choose your own adventure novel that was just published. Like, I don't really know what it's about, but I would like to read a choose your own adventure style novel in 2021 that was written and published in 2021. Like, what? That's weird. So I picked this up. Then I have Dark Rise by C.S. Packet, I think. I always want to say these initials wrong. I think because in my head it reads like PC Cast and Kristen Cast, who wrote the House of Night novels. But I think this is a queer fantasy novel. They're the authors who did like the Captive Prince trilogy, which I heard was iffy, but I wanted to try out their work and hope that this isn't so iffy. And I really like this cover. It's very pretty. I like the shinies. It's very shiny. Yeah, I said this is queer. Most of these books are queer. Then I have A Spindle Splintered by Alex E. Harrow. This is a tiny, tiny novella, the first in a like kind of series. I don't know if they're companion novellas or what, but this is a like retelling of Sleeping Beauty, or of reimagining. It seemed intriguing. I'm not really sure what else to say about it. I'm not sure how much that. Ooh, there's like fun little detail arts in here. That's nice. So yeah, I'm excited to read this because it'll be very fast. Then I have The Death of Jane Lawrence, a novel by Caitlin Starling. This is the author who did The Luminous Dead, which I really enjoyed. This is like a gothic horror, I don't know, something about a wife. I'm not sure. I feel like all gothic horrors are something about a wife. I've never read a gothic horror, to be fair. I don't think. But yeah, I have this. I'm not completely sure what it's about. Then I have A Dark and Starless Forest by Sarah Hallowell. I'm pretty sure this is a witch book. I'm pretty sure this is queer. It involves a magical forest, disappearing siblings, and magic, which, again, a lot of YA novels right now. But, yeah. This is about a girl who lives with her 8 siblings, kind of secluded with a, I think, woods forest around them. And one day, one of her siblings goes missing, and then another one, and they're one by one seem to be going missing, and so the girl's trying to figure out why her siblings are missing and what's happening while her magic is growing. Again, I think this is queer. I'm not even completely sure that's what it's about. I've read the front flap. That's kind of what I guessed. I hope I enjoy it. Yeah. And I have Thor and Loki Double Trouble. We don't need to talk about this anymore than that. Thank you. Then I have The Corpse Queen by Heather M. Herman. This is a like dark book set in the past. I think a girl goes to visit her gravedigger aunt and becomes a gravedigger, something about grave digging. That's all I really know. I believe this one is not queer, which is a tragedy. But yeah, I like the cover of this one. I like weird skeleton nonsense, so grave digging seemed like my cup of tea. Then I have Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke by Eric LaRocca. I've heard that this is a like weird little horror novella, and I will let you know the ratings of my stuff down below, and my October wrap-up will be done by the time this video comes up, so I will link you to my October wrap-up up there, I think, because some of these books I do intend to read in October, so hopefully I will have reviews up so that you can find out more if that's something you're interested in. I also leave my star ratings down below in the description. But yeah, this is this really weird cover, and I'm excited to read it because it's very short, and it looks creepy. I want to read a short, creepy book. Then I got the regular edition of Any Way the Wind Blows by Rainbow Rowell. This is the third book in the Simon Snow trilogy, and I just really like these books. So I picked up another copy to go with my, oh no, you can't even see them, my 3 copies of Carry On. Ooh, there you go. Yay! Then I have The Taking of Jake Livingston. I believe this is a queer horror book about a boy who can see ghosts. This is a story about a boy named Jake Livingston, I'm assuming, who is a medium and can see ghosts, and one day his neighbor, who is a survivor of a school shooting, is murdered, and the initials of the school shooter are found in the house, and I believe the school shooter is dead, and it just becomes a thing. I think there might be some purgatory or hell-esque like settings, unclear. Yeah, I'm excited. I hopefully will have read this by now too. Then I have The Girls Are Never Gone by Sarah Glenn Marsh. This is another queer horror book, I believe. I'm not sure what this one's about. So this is about a girl who is a podcaster. She does like a horror podcast about like paranormal investigation, and she's investigating like a death in her town where a 13-year-old girl drowned in the local lake. I don't know what else this is about, but it sounded creepy. I'm hoping that I will have read this in October. So yeah, that's this. I think this is queer. We're down to the last 3. I have A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. This is a queer dark academia novel. I think an all-girls school, some drama, I'm not really sure what, but I wanted to pick this up because queer, and I like to support trans authors, and this sounds good. This sounds good. The cover's pretty. So there's a edition from a subscription box that I don't want to support that is like silver sprayed edges and the cover is white instead of black, and if I love this book, it's gonna be really hard not to pick up another copy. Pray for me, because I need to stay strong and I don't need multiple copies of every book I see. Then I have Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. This is a dark, edgy, adult vampire novel. I'm really excited to get into this. This one's got fun end pages. I'm not completely sure what this is about, like, in detail. I've read what it's about more than once, and I still don't really get it. But I'm really excited to get to this book. I want to read this in October, but I bet you money that at this point I haven't read this, so maybe I'll read it this month. Maybe in November this will be a book that I read. I hope so, because I want to read it. I hate this cover. I think that the like North American cover is so ugly. I wish that I had the UK cover, but I don't. But maybe I will if I enjoy this book enough. I will buy a less ugly copy. There were so many like exclusive covers of this too, like different color combinations and stuff. And I didn't manage to get any of the fun ones. I chose this ugly one. Hi. And lastly, I had like a weird number of graphic novels this month for me. I'm not a big graphic novel reader, but apparently I'm like a semi-big graphic novel buyer. I have the second T-Dragon graphic novel by Katie O'Neill, or Kay O'Neill now, I guess. This is the T-Dragon Festival. I don't know. I've never, like, I own the first one and the third one, and I haven't read them, but the art style is just so cute. I'm trying to find, like, a good, it's spread that I like. Like, the art style is just so cute that I have to buy these because I love the cuteness. So yeah, that's this. And with that, those are all of the books that I have bought since my last haul video was filmed. The next haul will probably be at the end of December to do the big link, oh, last haul of the year, blah blah blah. You know how it is on BookTube with videos nobody watches. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you whenever I do my next video. This month I am trying to do NaNoWriMo, so if I am not consistent with video uploading, first of all, it's me, are you shocked? Probably not. But also, that's why, is I'm struggling to keep motivated to do all of the things. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you whenever I do my next video.